Here at the Eastern Nationals with Mike Dill, the Miking Pro, and a good friend of mine. Mike, welcome. Hey, we got an idea for a video called the Mike Dill Strategy of Hitting, or I should say situational. What would you call it? Situational.
Situational hitting.
Situational hitting. So I'm going to ask, and Phil, if you think of anything, please bring it up because I may go camera shy.
Yeah, right.
Let's go with the first situation. We'll say you got a man on first and second, you're coming to bat, and there's no outs. What's the strategy there?
My approach there is I want to drive the ball in the gap, make sure it's in the air in the gap. You want to go, we like to say, gap or gone. So you don't want to get too cute and try to pick a hole out. You could hit into a double play. And, you know, a good thing I see, and it's right here at the ballpark, I aim for a light pole. Because a lot of times we'll play against a three-man outfield, but I'll aim for a light pole, and I'll look middle half in. If the pitch is middle half in, the left center light pole, middle half out, I'll look to the right center.
Now, when you say look to the light pole, I mean, you're not actually, there's Bruce Fairchild, one of the best hitters in senior ball. When you say look to the light pole, you're just saying that's where but you want to look for a ball that comes that you can drive it there,
At
right?
that one of those spots, because you know that's a gap where if you don't hit it out, hopefully you miss on a line and it gaps down.
And the last thing you want to do is hit it where?
Right up the middle.
Right up the middle.
Taboo.
Stay out of the middle. Hit.
Taboo.
You ever heard the term hit it in the green?
Yes.
And you do that when?
When you've got double play in order. Absolutely.
Okay, another situation. There's home runs left, and you're leading off the inning. What are you thinking?
For me, I'm thinking middle backside because my pull swing, I tend to elevate. So I'm thinking middle backside so that way I can cut it or slice it inside out it through a hole. But you know, sometimes you get the two strikes, you don't have that that
you
luxury.
gotta hit it right.
You just got to make sure you. And then I kind of look at it. I'm going to try to. At that point, I'm not trying to hit grass. I'm trying to hit it through somebody in the dirt.
I'm just going to go off subject for a minute because Phil, you got any situations on your mind?
My first, do you look to hit the first pitch pretty much? I mean, every time you're up there.
Here's what I do. I look location.
Yeah.
If I'm coming up, like it's at first and second, nobody out. I'm looking to drive it.
Yeah.
I'm usually going to look for a pitch middle half in, and you know, not something that's 12 feet. So I'm looking location. And something I do as well is I adjust in the box with each pitch because I look at it as each pitch is like a hand of blackjack. The odds change with each pitch.
Yeah.
So I usually stand with my front foot even with the front of the plate.
Front
Okay.
With the front of the plate. That's where I usually am. So that way I can cover the short pitch and I can cover it back here.
Gotcha.
But as the count gets in my favor, I'll actually inch up a little bit. If I get to a 3-1 count, you know, where the pitcher's throwing two balls, I'm going to get up even further because he's going to try to throw what I like to call a get me over fastball. He's just going to try to lay one in there.
Yeah.
And I teach this all the time at the camps. Don't take that pitch. If you're going to take that pitch, he's just going to lay it in there, let you hit it. Stay home and cut grass. I mean, why? You know, don't take that pitch.
Oh, don't take it. I mean, don't let it come in and let the umpire call it.
Yeah, then you got a full count.
Exactly,
Then you're gonna. Then the odds.
You mean
are
hit the dude?
Yeah, go after it. And here's something else. I teach at the camps. So the guy, Ed, you're in front of me. You walk on 3 pitches, okay? And so I always
Do I swing it the first pitch he throws?
Now here's the thing. I'll lend to Bob O'Brien, and he told me this one time. I was standing there. Guy walked on 3 pitches in front of me. Bases are loaded. Got no one left. I said to Bob, I said, I'm going to hit the first pitch out of here. He said, you know, he said, Michael, you're going to hit the first strike out of here.
There you go.
Leave it to Bob O'Brien.
So here's
Turn
something
up
else.
all in my
Something else.
videos.
So here's something else, and Bob says this, and I usually echo this. I hear in slow pitch, every pitch is hittable, but not every pitch is drivable.
Yeah.
So what you're going to do, you're going to look for the first pitch you can drive and put yourself in a position to be successful.
How many, you know, like just today, I started out with a bad swing, and, you know, because I think I made my decision to go too early, okay, and then I had to reach out and get it, you know. What I just went back up with the attitude is I'm not worried which pitch I'm going to hit the pitch that looks good to me then, right?
Pitch recognition.
Pitch recognition, and that's important, right?
I always tell guys this too. everybody hits stuff, and you should be, if you're prepared, trust your hands.
Yeah.
Trust your hands. No matter where the pitch is, you should be able to handle the pitch and do something. And if you can get a hit more than one spot, then you're really going to be successful. Because you see a lot of guys, and I don't know how it is with you guys. Do you have a lot of guys who have the same tendency over and over in your group?
Well, in the senior division, most of our guys can go anywhere, left, right, because the home runs, they are almost non-existent in the 75 and over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How many home runs you seen this year, Phil? Phil Farmer behind the camera, by the way.
Maybe a half a dozen.
Well,
the whole year.
Phil Farmer from my hometown, Barrington, Delaware.
There we go.
Get a cheap plug in there from Phil Farmer, one of the best left center fielders in the country. But okay, so let's get to man on second and third, no outs. What are you doing? I mean, home runs are available. What's the attitude?
I'm going after a hit, but I'm going after. I'm not. Maybe I'm going to try what I can. I'm going to try to get a hit without pulling it because I don't want to elevate. I want to get a hit where I can peel it backside through the middle. But one thing, I'll quote Kirby Murphy, our coach. He'll say to me, he said, "Michael, don't get too cute up there, because if you get too cute and you line out, then you got one out."
Yeah.
And you haven't scored anybody, and then you hit a sac fly, you score one run, next guy makes an out, you score one run when you could have had three if you went after it. So wherever you go, you got to go hard, and you got to go with purpose. Go with purpose, and to do that, to go with purpose, okay, and when you're doing that.
So can we say, if you had a choice of being passive or aggressive, you're speaking be aggressive?
Every time. Every time. Because good things happen when you go hard. How many times
things happen when they go hard? Write that down.
You got it.
Because think about this, and I'll quote Jason Kendrick, a longtime teammate.
You're dropping a lot of big names here, buddy.
So here he talk about the greatest home run season of all time was Carl Rose. He hit one home run every 2.1 at bats.
Even better than Michael.
Yeah. At that time, because they didn't really do those stats when he was playing, when Mike was playing. But the greatest that we have stats
right.
on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, was
in
Carl
the
Rose.
Conference, probably, right?
No, Carl Rose. Carl Rose. He's
my cousin.
Before the, was he? Okay.
No.
but before they really did the conference stats, this was in the 90s. Carl Rose. And that was going hard every time. He hit one home run every 2.1 at bats.
Is Carl still alive?
No, he passed away a couple years ago. So think
now
about
I can pretend I'm Carl Rose.
You can.
Change my name.
You can. But you think about even going hard, you're gonna snap some over, drive some in the gap. It's just gonna happen.
So, is there a situation? I mean, there's a lot of situations. What is? Tell me a couple of that you know of that I haven't mentioned.
Leading off an inning, having an approach. So here's the thing: when I'm leading off an inning, you just want to get on base. I might try to work the count a little bit more there, because if I can work a walk without running the risk of making out, putting the ball in play, I will. I might have a bigger tendency to take pitches.
So you're going to take more pitches when you're
when I'm leading off an inning or there's nobody on base, because you might try to work, depending on the situation. But when you get up with guys on base, that's when you got to, I think, be a little more aggressive.
So that brought a thought to me. This is bad. Now, my theory, and it's just a theory that I've come up with and I share with my guys, I maintain that when you stride, you keep your hands back, and you're not going to commit to the last second. The farther you let it get down, now there's a point of demarcation, or when you're screwed.
Diminishing returns.
But if you wait, and the pitch is still hittable, your hands are going to make up for the speed that you need. Do you agree with that?
I agree. But one thing, when you go to stride, you want to keep your hands up and back, because a lot of guys will stride and their hands will drop. Then they're fighting this. When you go in stride, keep your hands here in a low position. That way, I always tell everybody, hands, shoulders, hips.
Look, you know how long I've been playing here, right?
Uh-huh.
I got to actually tell myself while I'm out there, I say, hands back, hands back. So everything else is in muscle memory, but I'm saying hands back, and then boom, then go.
I'll go, like these next couple days I'm here working here, I'll go out and hit off my tee every day after we get done. And the simplest thing I always think to myself, hands up, hands to the ball, finish my swing.
How would you end this? We're going to. Oh, okay. No, that's me. Well, he's the most important guy. I don't need to do this thing. But give me the Mike Dill, just real recap of how to be the best hitter you can be. I don't know if you can do that.
There's really no secret sauce. You got to work at it. You know, a lot of guys, who play senior softball, if you just stay in shape, that's one thing important, and work at it. 1-2 can overcome a lot of natural ability when you
1-2. What was that? Muhammad Ali said the will has to be greater than the skill. You've ever heard that?
I never heard that.
No,
That's good.
Ali said that. And that's what you just said.
1-2, you can't coach 1-2.
Yeah, well, this is Mike Dill. 1-2, you can't coach 1-2.
So if you go out, I think of your mental. I think if you're prepared, if you go out and work on your own, you're prepared. You're going to be confident. If you're confident, it's going to spill over in your play on the field.
Okay.
And you're confident because every time. Like I feel like I'm prepared for every tournament. I'm on that box. I'm ready to go. And it may sound wrong, but people come up try to talk to me. I just ignore them. When I'm getting on deck, I'm trying to focus because you got to get focused. That time between you're warming up till you get in the box, you got to stay focused. After that, if you want to smoke and joke with somebody on the side for a minute, through the dugout, that's one thing. But that's all business because everybody knows what it's like. You go up there and have a bad at bat. You're kicking yourself in the rear end for 2 innings.
You got to forget it, right?
You got to put it away, but you're still mad about it.
Oh yeah.
You're still mad
mad's good sometimes.
Yeah.
Imagine when you get mad. That kind of recaps what he said. Don't turn it off yet, because I got to do something. So
Gotcha.
I want you to be honest, the judge now. Now give me one of these things. Put up. Let me see that damn muscle around. Look at that damn thing. What does I look like a twig, don't it? Huh?
Well, in all fairness, I did just have this shoulder done like 4 months ago.
Dude, you look good, man. I'm not into men, but that guy looks good.
So do you.
That's a good one.
Thanks, Ed. Here, let me get a picture of us.
Yeah.